Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the corporate world and tell you what it really means, especially when things are about to get a bit legal. Today we're diving into a fascinating little move by Forian Incorporated, or as they're now known, Forian Incorporated of Maryland. They've officially switched their home base. And it is not just a simple address change. Stick around to find out what this redomiciliation actually means for the company and its shareholders. And before we jump in, if you want more of these no-nonsense breakdowns of company filings, make sure you are subscribed. Also, we've got a growing community on Discord linked in the description below, so come join the conversation. So, what exactly happened on the 8th of January 2026 that prompted this filing? Forian Incorporated decided it was time for a major change. They've essentially moved their entire corporate structure from being a Delaware corporation to a Maryland corporation. Think of it like a company packing up its entire corporate headquarters and relocating its legal home state. This is called a redomiciliation, and it's a pretty big deal. This wasn't something the company just decided to do. The stockholders, the actual owners of the company, had to vote on this. And as we see here, they overwhelmingly approved this plan to convert from a Delaware corporation to a Maryland corporation. And the switch officially happened at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Time on the 9th of January. So as of that moment, Forian Inc. is officially a Maryland company. This means that the laws of Maryland now govern how the company operates internally, replacing the laws of Delaware. Now this is key. Forian is making it clear that this move isn't about changing what they do, who works there, or their physical presence. The business itself, its operations, its assets, and liabilities all remain the same. The only thing that really changes as a direct result of the redomiciliation is the cost associated with making this move happen. For the shareholders, this is also designed to be a seamless transition. If you own shares of Forian Inc. before the move, you now own the exact same number of shares in Forian Incorporated of Maryland. Your stock ownership hasn't changed in quantity or value due to this legal maneuver. And importantly for investors, the stock will keep trading on the Nasdaq under its familiar ticker symbol FORA. So, no disruption to the market trading of the company's stock. Let's look at the actual vote. This section tells us exactly how the shareholders cast their ballots. And for the main proposal, the redomiciliation, it was a strong endorsement. They needed approval to move their corporate home to Maryland through this legal conversion process. And they got it. With over 22 million votes in favour and roughly 1.6 million against, the move was clearly supported by the majority of the shareholders. There were a very small number of abstentions and 0 broker non-votes, indicating high participation and clear intent from those who voted. Now, while this filing is primarily about the corporate structure change, it does list out the accompanying documents that make this all official. These are like the legal blueprints for the move. This is the actual plan that details how the conversion from Delaware to Maryland will happen. And this is the new foundational document for the company as a Maryland corporation. These are the internal operating rules for the company now that it is a Maryland entity. And finally, here is the official sign-off by the company's General Counsel and Secretary, Caroline McGrail, dated the 12th of January 2026, confirming the report submission. Now, let's decode what this all means. Why would a company go through the trouble of redomiciling? Often, it is about aligning with a more favourable legal or tax environment. Delaware has long been a popular choice for incorporations due to its well-developed corporate law, but other states like Maryland can offer advantages, perhaps in terms of corporate governance, specific tax treatments, or even aligning with where the company's operational management is based. Forian is essentially saying Maryland's corporate landscape is a better fit for their long-term strategy. From an investor's perspective, as they've clearly tried to signal, this shouldn't directly impact the value or operations of your investment in the short term. The business is the same, the stock ticker is the same. However, long-term, the change in governing law could subtly influence things like shareholder rights, board responsibilities, or how certain corporate disputes are handled. It is worth keeping an eye on the Maryland corporate law landscape as it pertains to companies like Forian. The fact that the shareholders approved this by such a wide margin suggests management presented a compelling case for this move, and it's unlikely to be a negative catalyst for the stock. In conclusion, Forian Inc.'s redomiciliation to Maryland is a strategic legal housekeeping move. It doesn't signal a change in business operations, but rather an optimization of its corporate home. The overwhelming shareholder approval indicates confidence in management's decision-making. While the immediate impact is minimal, it is a reminder that even seemingly small corporate structure changes can have long-term implications. Alright, that is our breakdown of Forian's redomiciliation. What is your take on why companies choose to move their legal homes? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.